as much as I'm not crazy about that movie, I will see anytime there's like a Halloween movie on, whether it's 4, 5, or 6, even if it's 6, I play.
Yep.
Play it.
Yeah, no, man, I love H6 because I gotta say that was the first time I ever became aware of Michael Myers. I think you're the same, right? Because you were saying you saw a trailer when you were pregnant with Arturo.
Oh, no, I already knew about Michael Myers.
Well, I thought Halloween 6, you were telling some story.
No. So, okay, what happened is, so I was very young when I saw Halloween, and I grew up without a TV. Maybe I've never told you this story. I grew up without a TV. So anytime I saw something on a TV, I was very impacted by it, especially traumatic sorts of scenes. And so my mom used to take care of this. She was a caretaker for this really old lady, and her shift would be at night sometimes. So my dad, and it wasn't in the best part of town. So my dad and I would go and we would be with her for her night shift. And this particular night, they were playing Halloween on the TV.
Oh.
And it might have been in preparation for the release of Halloween 2. You know how they had like the TV version, which has extra footage in it. But whichever time it was, it started playing. And when it became evident that this was something scary, killing and violence going on, instead of changing the channel, they just told me to turn around in the chair, to turn my chair around. So I spent pretty much the whole movie with my back to the screen, but I can hear everything. And most notably, you can hear the breathing, the mask. Yeah. And that has always creeped me out. Okay. So then they think he's dead. And I turn back, they say, oh, he's dead now. You can turn back around. No, he wasn't. He was coming up again. He was coming after her again, So I was actually scarred by that experience. I was so scared of Michael Myers. He's so scary to me. And my bed at the time, we lived in a basement apartment, and my bed was right by the front door. And I just knew he was going to come. And my parents wouldn't let me sleep with them. And I was so, so scared. And I remember when I would walk, back from their bedroom to my room, and I was like this. And I was like taking like little tiny inch baby steps, because I was so afraid. I just knew Michael was there. So he's always scared me. And so then later, I eventually saw the whole film or whatever. It still scared me. And I watched all of the movies. I watched Halloween 4 and 5. And then I'm pregnant with Arturo. And my husband and we're out of town. We're in a hotel. And they played a trailer for Halloween 6. This was 95. Mm-hmm. And I had a nightmare about him that night. That was when I had this nightmare about him. And I'd had nightmares about him throughout my life. But that night I remember, and I wake my husband up. I was like, I had a nightmare about Michael Myers. And I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I am a full-grown adult. I'm about to be a mother. And I'm having nightmares about this character.
The baby hormones.
It must have been what it was. But I still have nightmares about him, Derek. I really do. It's the weirdest. So it's like, why am I so drawn to this character that I still have nightmares about? It's so strange. I can't explain it. But that's my Michael Myers story, and I still get creeped out. When I saw 2018 last week, and I wanted to stay through the playing of the triumphant song, which is the credits right at the end. That the rock version, I guess, sort of. And I was alone because everybody had left, and I was alone, and I was actually very creeped out. Like I was like looking. I was really. I look to see.
That happens sometimes to me in horror movies too, man. So like when I'm the only person in the theater, that's why I like to sit in the last row on the back.
I do too. I sit in the last row as well, but then I'm like, well, Michael might be down there somewhere.
Well, at least you have an escape plan you can kind of visualize if you did, you know what I mean?
There's 2 exits. I'll go the other way. And then I was even having a scenario in my mind, like, what if he would chase me around through both exits, in and out and in and out. It's like, which way would I go? How could I hide? Where would I hide? But so when I saw Ends, I did an out of the theater reaction. I filmed a really quick bit right in the theater as the end credits were playing. And then I filmed my couple more minutes in the car. And it's weird because I did have this creepy, because it's dark, and creepy feeling, and I do catch myself looking in the back. And somebody took a picture. They took a still from that video, and they put a picture of Michael behind me.
Oh, no. Now you're really in trouble, man.
It's like, yeah, he's not too happy. I was giving him this negative review. It's funny. I'll have to show it to you sometime.